we have got the parent firm, General Motors, certainly upbeat about its 2010 prospects in terms of growth on the African continent. Let's take a step back here because, yes, while you have seen growth, it's been marginal. So where has the pressure points actually come from over the past year?
Well, specifically in General Motors East Africa, because of some of the impact of the global economic pressures that we've had, we've been sort of shielded here in a way. 2009 was a very good year for General Motors East Africa. 2010 is even starting out to be a better year than last year. In terms of pressure points, in our business, especially here in East Africa, where we're so deluged by used vehicle imports, we think that our work with the public service vehicle segments, our work with some of the commercial vehicle segments, where we're working with customers that we've had for many years, are the places where we're able to make and have made the most progress during 2009 and so far in 2010.
Well, much of that spotlight has been cast on your involvement in the area of public transport. I mean, so one would assume that if we break these sales down, more of it would be towards your medium passenger and light commercial vehicles as opposed to your passenger vehicles as such. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true. The saloon car business, the traditional passenger car business here in East Africa, it's a very, very small segment of the market. Over 90% of the vehicles that are registered here in East Africa are imported. We call them Matumba vehicles here in Kenya, and those guys are really driving the market, driven by some liberalization policies that took place in the mid-90s. But those traditional customers that require a new vehicle that's properly maintained, that is designed specifically for use here in our harsh conditions in East Africa, these public service vehicle and sort of mass transport customers and the commercial customers in terms of serious owners and operators continue to provide the basis for our business growth.
Of course, that niche, is what you've leveraged off to actually make it through the economic downturn. Moving forward, do you at all see a shift towards focusing and strategizing and harnessing more of the traditional consumer vehicle market?
No, unfortunately, this market looks like it's pledged itself to overaged, undervalued used vehicle imports for the foreseeable future. On the other hand, the segments that we've just talked about, the public service vehicle segment, it's even in its infancy now, because the demand for larger capacity vehicles by the investors and the operators, so they get more seats per bus. You'll know that in Nairobi and Kampala and Dar es Salaam and in Burundi and Rwanda, for that matter, are all without a proper public service vehicle or mass transit system. So our business growth is to feed those developing systems. I think they call it bus rapid transit in Kenya, Dar es Salaam rapid transit in Tanzania, and similar projects in Uganda. So we're preparing ourselves to become very high quality, low cost bus manufacturers so that we can build our business on that. But I think the saloon car business is gone, and that's one of the big differences, as you saw the release from Edgar. In South Africa, they're still in a regime where used vehicle imports are banned.
Well, GMEA currently assembles commercial vehicles and buses at your East African plant over in Nairobi. On an operational level, what are some of the major challenges you face? Because one would assume higher input costs has got to be top on the list there.
Well, we do suffer from not only high input cost with the currency fluctuations, the strength of the yen, the relative weakening of the Kenya shilling over the last, it has some foreign exchange implications. But I think for the core of our business in East Africa, we're focused on making the highest quality sort of localized engineering inputs for our commercial vehicles and our buses, as I mentioned earlier, to be the basis of our growth, surely for 2010 and 11.